Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Currently, for me, it is October 28th, 2:01 p.m. So, I know I sound and look very peppy for the title of this video. Do not be deceived, I am dying still. Real quick though, look at my shirt. I got it from Target and I actually love it because one, I love the Hungry Caterpillar. I think it's a classic and I love big backing. So it's like two of my favorite things. My definition of rock bottom comes from The Psychology of Your 20s, and it's a podcast on Spotify, or I'm sure it's on other streaming platforms. I love it. Her name's Gemma. She covers a bunch of different topics about things that a lot of people in their 20s go over, and then talks about the science behind it and gives tips at the end on how to maybe approach your situation. That's my #1 comfort podcast. She has like 300 plus episodes, so whenever I'm going through something, I usually am able to find one that relates to my situation. And so I was feeling incredibly shitty this past couple of weeks. I couldn't necessarily pinpoint the feeling, and so when I was looking in her podcast, I remember trying to find one that really resonated with me, and none really did until I listened to her podcast about hitting rock bottom. And at first I was like, okay, I'm being fucking dramatic, like this is not my rock bottom, this isn't that bad. But her definition of rock bottom, it really struck with me, and I realized like what she is describing is exactly what I'm feeling, which is this feeling of total lack of control, and you reach your fucking limit. And that's truly, truly where I am. And everyone's rock bottom looks so different. My current situation is that I have an internship. This week is my first week where I start to work 24 hours a week. I have an on-campus job. I'm president of a club that's having recruitment. I'm taking 4 classes right now. And then I still want to have a social life, and yeah, so it's just a lot on my plate. You might be hearing that and you're like, where does any of that sound bad? This is my 7th day getting a 4 hours of sleep or less. And every day I feel like crying, but then I'm just so exhausted that I can't even cry. And then in the shower, I'm thinking of all the things that I have to do. I just want to shut down and hibernate and not talk to anyone. And I'm feeling crappy physically because I'm not even able to gym, which really helps me alleviate stress, but I don't have time. This is definitely my max. I'm so behind, and it's so shitty because I'm so involved in so many different things that I can't even give my 100 to them, so I'm doing really shitty in all of them. It feels kind of like an avalanche. It's all kind of coming down and just burying me. It's something that Gemma mentions in her podcast, which you really should listen to, because I'm just like saying a very lukewarm version of it. She talks about how a lot of times your rock bottom comes from this lack of identity. Sometimes it's like too much identities, and that's exactly what I'm going through. I'm trying to prioritize my YouTube, but I'm also trying to prioritize being a student, and also being president of my club, being a good intern, and also being a good coworker, a good friend. Like, my head hurts. I can't be so many things and in so many places and doing so many things all at once. I just can't. But the hardest part about all of this is that these are all things I want to do. I want to do this internship. I find it so fun and so interesting, and it's in the career path I want to pursue. President, I am so passionate about the club that I'm president for, and I could not imagine another role, even though right now it makes me want to, because like I have so much work for recruitment, which is next week. YouTube, obviously, I love vlogging and editing, but it took me, oh my gosh, my last vlog I edited from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. and I was editing days before that too, so it's just like I just don't have time. Another common indicator that is mentioned in the podcast is when you hit rock bottom, it feels like it's forever going to be this way. And that's kind of not a foreign concept to me, but I feel like that's something that doesn't normally affect me. I'm generally a very optimistic person. Like, if you ask anyone in my life, I'm really good at finding the positive side to any situation, and that's something I really pride myself in, and that forms such a big part of my self-identity. With this current situation, it's been weeks. My mental health has plummeted. I like don't have a moment to breathe. The lack of sleep is making it really hard for me to stay stronger and more mentally adaptable and resilient, which I normally am. Like, I've been crying so much, and I think people are now perceiving me to be this person that gets really stressed out easily, and I'm not though. Also, another thing, I don't know if this is niche, my friends don't feel this way. I get stressed out by the fact that I'm stressed, because I I'm constantly aware of the fact that cortisol is very damaging and like stress is so damaging. And so I'm always stressed out by the fact that I'm stressed out, and that stresses me out more. And I have a lack of sleep too. That on top of stress, I'm just constantly in the state of flight or fight, and my head has been pounding. I think I have a constant migraine now because of the stress. That's my rock bottom. And I understand that your rock bottom might be a million times worse, or it might be better than mine. Rock bottoms are all at the end of the fucking day rock bottoms. It doesn't matter if you're 6 feet under or 3 feet under or 10 feet under. We're still all under. I don't think I've necessarily hit rock bottom. I think I'm plummeting there. I think if this was rock bottom, this is me. Like, wait, I can't whistle. I'm gonna add a sound effect. The reason I say that is because I'm still doing it. I'm still able to get through it. I'm still having great moments. I'm still, you know, pushing through. Something that I do want to remind myself is a positive side, because I don't want to lose that part of me. In that podcast, Gemma was mentioning how when you hit rock bottom, it's kind of like the thing where the only way to go is up, because you're forced to adapt. And I truly think I'm learning that right now. So for instance, yesterday I think was one of my breaking points. I had a club meeting, and this was a big one because this is the meeting right before recruitment. And recruitment, if you don't know what it is, it's just like when we accept new members, but it's this big thing. We're gonna have record number of people come out, maybe like 200. It's every day kind of an event, and I'm leading it with my executives. So this GBM is really important. And I was working on the slides right before, like 2 hours before, and I barely got it done. It was a shit show. Like during the GBM, I'm reading the slides and they were duplicated from last year's board members. So the dates are all wrong, the years are all wrong, the information is all wrong. So we were supposed to have one of our recruitment events on Saturday, but it just wasn't working. So we had to switch it to Sunday. I felt so underprepared, and it was so obvious that I was not prepared for this, which was hard because I want to be a good leader for this club. Because also a little bit of imposter syndrome. I had that feeling of, oh, I need to prove myself and I want to continue to be a good person for this job. And so floundering up there in front of everyone when I felt my mentally weakest was awful. I made everyone go flyer, and I sat in that classroom and I was like crying. I think like if you hear about the situation externally, you're like, okay girl, it was not that bad. And it wasn't. When you add that to all the other million things I was going through, plus my 4 hours of sleep, everything felt like I was sinking. I didn't want to say it was one of my lowest moments because I'm so grateful for everything I'm doing right now. Everything is going great, but it's like not. But I think it's just because we're so hard on ourselves that we don't even let ourselves be in a bad place. We're like, oh, you're not going through it, you're just being dramatic, or this isn't rock bottom, like there are people who are out there lower than you. And we don't even validate our own emotions, and I think I do a lot of that. And so sitting there sobbing my fucking eyes out in an empty classroom of like 100 seats, I was like, yeah, this is fucking rock bottom. I didn't realize this because I thought I was leaning on my like board members to help me, but I wasn't. And so I finally like opened up to my vice president and was crying to her, and she literally, I love her. So I FaceTimed her because she wasn't at GBM because she wasn't feeling good. But then I went home. I was like, you know, like so stressed out, and I was just telling my roommates about it. And then I hear a knock, and my VP came, and with my favorite drink from this boba place. This was also my first time opening up to her, just because I know she had a lot on her plate and I didn't want to ask for a lot. And then she was like, let's just sit down. Let's talk about everything you have to do, and I'm going to take half of it. I felt so much lighter, and I think realizing that I wasn't really relying on people and I was just trying to do it all by myself. And that's the thing, like I know this story is so specific to my situation, but the overall story and point of it is that learn how to adapt, because you can't be in rock bottom forever. Like once you've hit your breaking point, you gotta let something go. And for me, I can't let go of my obligations because there are things that I've committed to and also things that I want to do. But then also trying to figure out, okay, if I'm going to do all of these things, how am I going to do it in a way that doesn't make me want to kill myself every 2 fucking seconds? That lesson is going to be different for everyone. So for me, that lesson is learning to rely on others more. I have such a great support system, and that might be your lesson too. Your lesson might be that you do need to let go of something. Your lesson might be that you need to do something else. And that lesson varies in so many different ways. And I think really allowing yourself to be in that bad place so that you can find the solution. And I'm not out of the rock bottom yet. I'm still like, I think sinking a little bit because I have a midterm coming up on Thursday that I did not know of, and I literally have no time tomorrow. I think that's one of my favorite moments and things that I can appreciate about a hard moment is that you do learn from it and it does make you stronger. Like, it's so corny, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it's so true. Truly, every hard moment has shaped me to be the person that I am today, and this is no different. And I don't think that me learning to rely on others is the only moral of the story I'm gonna learn, because I'm still fucking dying. So like, something's gotta give, something's gotta change. And I don't know how or what is gonna change yet, but I know that I'm gonna come out of this okay. I've done it again and I'm going to do it now. And yeah, I feel like constantly like shit. Like, I'm going to nap after this for like 30 minutes, but then I have a call and then I have to study and I have to do it. And it's just like, yeah, it's going to be okay. And I think like, if you're going through rock bottom, acknowledge that this is a hard moment for you, because it is, and not trying to diminish that, and remembering that even if it takes like a day or a week or a month, you're going to get out of this okay. And I highly recommend listening to Gemma's podcast, because she talks about it way better. But also, if you saw the rest of this title, it's not just me talking about rock bottom, but it's also me eating cake. I need a sweet treat right now. Okay, wait, sorry, I hear my roommates and they don't know about my YouTube. But also because I hit, and it's crazy because I did a video on this a year ago, and that was when I hit 100. I hadn't watched it after I posted that one, and I watched it back for the first time last night. It's so crazy to see how different it is, but it's crazy how far I've come, how far we've come. I can't even process what I'm at right now, because I think I've been doing this for 4 years now, and albeit this is my first time doing it very consistently, but it's insane because I remember how painstaking it was to get from like 0 to 10. Yeah, I think it took me like maybe a month, I want to say. I got 171 in a week. Like, what? And I'm so grateful because my most watched video is no longer my Trader Joe's one. That wasn't even supposed to get views, bro. It was my most viewed for so long, but now it's me and Sappy, and I think that's so cute. But 500. I'm so happy because that was my goal for 2026, and I locked the fuck in. I've been locking in, I've been consistent, and it's paid off. I want to make cakes for every milestone to celebrate, because your support means a lot. Like, 366 people liked the vlog of me and Sabrina. I think it always shocks me a little bit because I'm personally a very passive viewer. Like, I don't comment, I don't like. I'm always grateful for the people who do take that extra time and step. And especially for those who have continued to support me. I'm so grateful, and I hope to continue to grow, and I hope to continue to grow with you guys by my side. So I don't have time to make cake, obviously. After my whole rant, I bought us a cute little cake slice instead. It's Claire that's home, and I thought it was one of my other roommates who doesn't know about my YouTube, but now I can talk about this openly. So yay, 500! Say hi. Hi. And look, they gave me a free candle.
Oh my god.
But when I did this for 100, I had like the number candles, and I wanted that for today, but I just like did not have time to get it. So once I hit 1K, which might take me a bit, but once I hit 1K subscribers, I'll actually make a cake and I'll actually get the numbered candles. Wait, Claire, look at this. Okay, wait, actually, I'll show you guys first.
Wow.
Wait, it looks so good, dude. If you can't tell what it is, it's a Dubai crepe cake.
That shit looks so majestic. Oh my gosh.
It's layered so beautifully. This is good. I didn't want to eat this all by myself. Now I have someone to share this with.
Eat it all. It's all for you.
No. It feels like a birthday. I don't know. I love having a cake to celebrate. Yay, we did it! Time to eat it, my favorite part. Cheers, guys! It's hitting so good. I feel like I'm not hitting rock bottom anymore. I am on the up. This is so good. What the heck? I just love crepe cakes because the layering is just so... Try you, bruh. Wait, let me lock in. Why are you turning away? That's how you know Claire's a real one. She doesn't glaze me. She's not like, oh, that's so cute. She's like, what the fuck are you doing, bruh? 500 is such a good milestone. Because if you think about 500 people, that's insane. I look forward to spending the rest of 2025 with you guys. And for everyone that's new, welcome. And I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Bye, y'all. And thank you guys so much. Love you. Bye.